Today is March 21st, 2022. Today, try to predict whether the United States will participate in the Russian-Ukrainian war directly? With this question in mind, today's zodiac is Ren Yin Gui Mao Gui Yu Ji Wei. The Gui of the sky pole are connected, and the Mao and Yu of the pillar on the ground collide with each other. This shows that today is a day of intrigue. Both the enemy and the enemy are changing their plans in order to eliminate each other more efficiently and ruthlessly. However, because Mao and Yu clashed on the ground, there were serious internal differences of opinion. In particular, the views of each other's core characters and forces are so diametrically opposed that there is a struggle with each other. These battles include internal coup d'état operations. Intensifying internal struggles lead to radical actions in the future. The main content of these more ferocious plans is to strengthen the power of water and steel. Meaning that only with the strength of water and steel, the goals of this battle plan can be achieved. Water represents the ocean and everything that can flow. Steel represents metal and all things made of hard substances. The state of the sky and earth today indicates both Russia and the United States are working on new battle plans. Russia's plan is how to increase sea and ground forces in order to increase the strike against Ukraine. Cause more damage. Let Ukraine have no respite or surrender. However, during the implementation of this plan, due to internal differences of opinion, including the impact of the coup d'état caused by the differences, it did not achieve its intended purpose. The U.S. plan is to deplete Russia's power even more aggressively by investing in new weapons at sea and in the air. Minimize Ukrainian casualties and loss of combat power as much as possible. The size of the U.S. increase is proportional to the strength of Russia's next planned attack. The internal disagreement in the United States is whether to follow Russia's offensive intensity to gradually increase its containment efforts or to implement a more powerful strike force to force Russia to reduce its offensive against Ukraine or even collapse Russia's military offensive and national strength. The plans of both sides included new weapons and new fighting methods, which were also hindered by internal disagreements. As a result, the strength and requirements of the plan have not been achieved. The difference is that Russia is an authoritarian system, so there will be coups or coup-like actions. Not so in the U.S. The internal divisions and divisions referred to here also include their respective allies, such as Germany or China. Both plans have harmed the interests of allies to varying degrees. This is one of the main reasons why the plan did not have the desired effect. The mutual clash between Mao and Yu is mainly Yu cut overcomes Mao, because the steel will take the initiative to beat the wood. Therefore, in general, Mao and Yu fight against each other, and wood is more vulnerable to damage. The mutual impact of steel and wood will inevitably cause damage. So this status shows that from today, the number and extent of casualties and damage to tanks, vehicles, ships, and houses will increase. It is worth mentioning that the battle plans of both sides have strengthened the strength of the naval battle. A naval battle is inevitable, and it will happen soon. Due to the mutual opposition between Mao and Yu, Mao is more vulnerable to injury. So Russia will suffer more damage and losses. The mutual confrontation between Mao and Yu also indicates that there will be disasters for civilians these days, such as plane crashes, earthquakes, and shipwrecks. Heavy casualties. The above is the calculation result of today's question and today's 5 elements. This result shows that the United States is ready to go directly to war. If this conclusion does not prove anything well, then look at the photos taken in Nevada around 5:51 p.m. on February 23, 2022. The sky pole and ground pillar of this day are Ren Yin, Ding Wei Ji Yu. The Ren of the sky pole is connected to each other, and the earthly branches are also connected to each other. The Ding fire of the day is just in the season when the wood is flourishing. so fire is more powerful. The two Ren competed to unite with Ding, and after they united, they turned into a huge log. Large wood will inevitably generate strong winds. High winds help the fire burn violently. Without doing a detailed analysis, it is not difficult to see that this is a calamity, a state of ferocity and fire burning in the sky and the ground. Once such a state occurs, human war will occur. And because strong winds help the fire burn. So this is a war with air combat as the main means. The world's strongest air combat capability. Only the United States. Strange images in the sky appear in Nevada. Nevada is one of the main bases of the U.S. Air Force. According to the above two main calculation results, the U.S. military will definitely participate in the Russian-Ukrainian war directly. The main method of participating in the war is airstrikes, supplemented by sea strikes.